In his writings, an Italian sage says that the best is the enemy of good. I struggle sometimes because nothing ever feels good enough, and maybe you can relate, because the work I do doesn't feel good enough. I always feel like there's something more that I could have done. My car isn't good enough, my house isn't good enough. There's always something missing. The people in my life aren't good enough. My work isn't good enough. There's always something more. There's always something more that I'm looking for. This is a normal thought process. It's normal to feel like we want better. That's like looking for improvement, but it's a very damaging thought process, because while you look for what's wrong, the things that are right are slipping by unnoticed. I think it's this fantasy of perfection that is limiting us from actually enjoying our lives. Because it's not like the people who are happy and like successful actually have the perfect life. Like they have no family problems, no problems at all, no marks on their shirt, nothing ever goes wrong. That's not true, right? That's obvious. So what separates us from those people? And there's this old Middle Eastern tale about the man who wanted the perfect wife that really taught me a strong lesson and that resonated with me, and I think it might help as well for you. So it's about this man, and he was on this pursuit of the perfect wife, the perfect woman. So he traveled all around the world, meeting all these types of women. He wanted them to be beautiful, charismatic, perfect personality. Like everything about them was perfect, not a single flaw. And he figured if he looked far enough, he would find her. So he meets a bunch of different women. Some of them are good in some places and some of them are bad in other places. And even some of them come so close, but they just don't get a certain one of his check boxes, until he finds this one woman. She's perfect. She's everything he ever wanted. So he asks her out. Unfortunately for him, she says no. And he's so confused, he's bewildered, and he says, why? Why not? And she says, because I'm searching for the perfect man. He realized his own imperfections and the ridiculousness of his quest. And he started to understand that true happiness isn't found through the perfect thing, the perfect woman, the perfect house. It's through accepting the flaws in all of those things. Perfection isn't a destination, but a distraction. The lesson here is that maybe perfect doesn't exist at all. Maybe it's not that things are going wrong that leads to sadness and suffering, but maybe it's the resistance to how things go that leads to sadness and suffering. And to be happy, you don't expect perfection or seek perfection, but you accept things the way they are. You accept what things and people, how they are. Like, I think of my 2005 Toyota Echo I share with my partner, and it's got dings and dents, and it's not quite the perfect car, but we love that car. And I think of my sisters, and they're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. And I think of my friends, I think of my work, I think of my co-workers, I think of my loved ones, and I don't think of perfect, and that doesn't matter because I love them. I wouldn't trade them. And even when I look in the mirror, I definitely am not perfect. And in my soul and in my character, I'm even less perfect than that. But I think it's about choosing to love my friends, my car, my loved ones, and myself in spite of all the things that aren't perfect. Instead of looking for perfect in your life and the people and the things in your life, accept them how they are and cherish them. And next time you find yourself feeling like you want more or like things aren't good enough, ask yourself, is perfect what I truly want? So I hope you found this lesson helpful. It really helps me personally. This is one of the most significant changes I've made in my life, and it's helped me to stop feeling that resistance and that sadness and that yearning for more that I think we all naturally feel. So if you did like it, please leave a like. That'll be great. leave a comment, let me know. Like, those really help. A few people have told me recently that these videos really, they liked them, and that's been really cool for me to hear. So if that's the case, please let me know, and subscribe if you want more of them. So thank you very much.